Hello everyone.
Hello.
Today we thought we are doing something like more hands-on than what we did the past few videos. We are drawing something.
Yeah, we are drawing something. We decided to do a video on how to draw Bluey from Bluey.
Because it's easy enough to follow and well, it's fun.
Yeah. So I guess we just dive in.
Yeah, you explain and I'll follow. I basically be the test audience.
Alright. So, I mean, I'm not really good at explaining things. I'm more of a person that just shows what they're doing, but I'm going to try my best, okay? So basically what you're going to want to draw is a rounded pillow shape.
A rounded pillow shape, so something like this. And I mean, you do not have to be like super exact with this. This is like, we are not like making something for TV here. We're just doing something that is supposed to be fun.
Sketches are supposed to be messy. I mean, it's a learning experience and,
Yes, and there's always an eraser in the end.
Yes. So, now that we've got our pillow shape, we basically, we halve it.
We halve it, so like,
Approximately. And then, just slightly above that, we're going to draw another line, like that.
Another line. I hope my lines are actually showing on the camera, because your lines are so much more bold.
Yours are showing.
Well, great.
Okay. And then the same distance, we do another line.
Another line.
So basically, these are guidelines that are going to make our planing a little bit easier. Then we're also going to halve the pillow this way.
Okay.
The best you can. It doesn't matter if it's not 100%
No,
center.
it doesn't even have to be like super straight. It's like everything that's straight and symmetrical is boring anyway.
Yes, it's all just to help us place things a little bit better. So lightly, I would like to draw a little square that just goes slightly under this line here, this line. Just draw a little square in there.
A little square. There. You can notice by now, like, our drawings turn out like slightly different, but again, that's alright.
At the end, it's still going to be Bluey. Okay, so I mean, the thing about Bluey, because of the style that it's animated in, it's very stylized. So even though Bluey is more or less facing the front, things like her snout are normally slightly off to the side. That's just a stylistic choice. So we're going to be putting the nose here.
Okay.
On this half of the line. And it's going to go slightly over our center line there.
Oh, this is where the nose is going to be sitting.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, and then the shine in the nose is just a little oval like that.
Well done.
So for the rest of the snout, we're going to draw here with the nose. We're going to extend that line just a bit outwards like that. And then we are going to pull it down. It curves in a little bit towards the center like that. Mine is a little bit more emphasized, but that's okay.
So like so.
Yes. And then we are going to just pull it beyond the half line there.
It would be this.
Yes. Alright, so to do the eyes, we are going to draw little ovals. That one's a little bit wonky. There we go, just little ovals that are sitting on top of this top line here. So what we have drawn here is the pupils. You can shade them if you like.
Just for simplicity and clarity's sake.
Yes. Alright, so now to draw the eyes. The eyes aren't exactly perfect circles, but they're not exactly ovals. They kind of like a weird mix between a circle and an oval. So starting here, just there, we are going to start a line, and you can just lightly go if you're not confident. Doesn't matter, you don't have to do it in one swoop. You can feather your pencil lightly to do light strokes, and then you can darken it when you know that you've got the shape right.
So like so.
Yes. And then we repeat for the other side. But for the other side, you actually have to draw the entirety of the circle, which is going to touch this middle line that we drew.
Like this.
Like that, yes. You can see mine are not perfect, but that's okay. We can refine this later.
Well, look at my egg here.
Okay, so Bluey has these markings around her eyes. In dog terms, you'd call that a mask. So hers are not exactly fully circular, but to help you, it goes slightly out on this way. And then you can literally just draw a circle like that if it helps you. And then you just bring it in just under this center line here. And then you can darken what is inside of the shape, and then you can just leave this a little bit lighter because we're going to erase it.
Okay, and I guess the same thing
Same
on the
for
other
this
side.
side, it goes outwards like this. And then lightly just draw this again. And then just under the eye again, just under the center line like that.
Well, mine are over the center line, on the center line.
It's okay.
Again, doesn't matter.
We're not aiming for perfection here. I'm just basically talking about the structure of the character. It might help you draw Bluey. So to finish the mouth, I'm going to bring it up into a little smile. I'm just going to go lightly like this. Yeah, there we go. Just to round it. Like that.
Right. Here comes me. What's this?
And then for the teeth, it's literally just these little rounded shapes like this.
There.
So we're going to go lightly here, and we're just going to draw around it because she's got like this cream color around her mouth. And then an even thinner one around it because there's a light blue border. Like that.
But you technically even can leave away if you want to color this in later anyway.
Yes, of course.
And then you can just do it like with the exact color afterwards.
Okay, so moving on to the eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
Yeah, they are basically like a shape, like a little peanut basically. And they always tend to pop off the head a bit for expressions. And depending on the expression, sometimes they are entirely above the head.
Like so.
Yes. Okay, so starting with the ear, we're going to start on the edge here. And we're going to bring a line up about that high. And then we're going to bring it down to our center line.
Easy enough.
And then we're going to draw a smaller one inside. And then we need to leave a gap here. The ears don't touch. So just slightly off to the side, we're going to basically repeat what we have done to draw the second ear. Like that.
Like so.
Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to darken the initial shape around here.
Alright.
Okay, so arms. We are going to start here on our center line. We're going to draw one going up. And we're going to draw the other one also going up. Now, just to make it easier, we're going to just draw light circles on the end.
Alright. That's that.
And then lines coming down like this to basically complete the arm.
This will be something like that then.
Yes. Okay, and now for her fingers, they are curled and they are basically looking like little circles because she is clenching her fists. She has 4 fingers. And it looks like she's wearing gloves, so you can add the marking if you'd like, or you can colour it later, it's up to you. Alright, so we are going back to the shape, and I'm just going to pull mine down just a little bit lower.
Like so.
Yes, and then we draw a rounded square shape here for the belly marking.
There we go.
Okay, her legs work out to be about half the length of her body, so if you can basically get this measurement down here, you'll have this size for her legs and feet. And then it's like she's wearing socks. And she has 3 toes. And because they were front facing, they were easy to draw. Then, her tail, which will just come out here, has 3 little fluffy tufts like that. And then, because the bottom half here is darker blue to that blue. Okay, and then for her spots, she has one just slightly under her arm here, and then a bigger one just underneath it, and on the side she has a small spot, like that.
Like so.
Yes, and that's how you draw Bluey.
And that's it.
So now to just clean it up a little. This is a kneadable eraser. You can use a normal eraser. This is just a cheap one I got off Temu.
The purpose of these is you have it easier to get into the corners with it. You can just make everything like a little lighter if you go over it, which is pretty difficult with a normal eraser because you have to press harder on these.
Yes, for proof of concept, so if you only have a normal eraser around you, I'll show you. It's just a normal eraser.
Well, half of it.
Half of it, yeah, it's been used a lot. Yeah, it will work. It's just that the kneadable one is a little bit easier if you're able to get one. I do highly recommend it.
However, if you can only get a regular one, don't get the ones that you may know from school still, the ones with the red and the blue side. Those are not good for this kind of thing.
No.
Always try to get a plastic eraser. It can be a very cheap one. I once had a very cheap ones from a big German food discounter, which they just had on offer for some reason randomly, and they were almost as fine as the actual quote-unquote official ones.
So for the kneadable eraser, why they are so good is because we're going to go over this drawing now. So if you take your kneadable eraser and you basically roll it into a sausage like this and you go over your drawing, it will start lightening it. Sorry, our table is very rickety.
It's a very rickety IKEA table.
There we go. So we're going to leave it light like that.
So I'm just gonna nick this one and get rid of these lines.
This is what this one looks like from Temu while he erases. I don't even know what that's supposed to say.
It says. No, normally these knockoff articles have a fantasy name on it that does not point you to anything that exists in real life. They just had to print something on it. My mother would have said, "No, the child has to have a name."
Oh, she's right.
Okay. Those are the lines that I like. You can notice I'm not as neat as Cal is over there, but again, that's fine.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's your picture of Bluey. You can do it however you like.
So, can you borrow me the kneadable one?
The kneadable one, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I also want to do the sausage thing. If I'm actually able to get them apart. See, they stick together.
Yeah, that's why I leave one in its packaging.
So, I'm just gonna, whoops.
Okay, go on.
I'm just gonna go over this now.
Also, depending on the type of paper, you can get varying results with this technique. This is just cheap paper we are using now.
Yeah. Also, I was already drawing like very thinly. So, I would just say it's good enough.
Alright.
Actually, let me just get into this.
If you erase some lines, you can always draw them back later.
Yeah. I mean, that's the good part. You can always, when you take something away, you can just always re-add it.
Yes.
There we go. So, what do we do now?
Now I am going to use wax crayons. Okay, sorry for the jump cut, we have our noisy neighbours returning. So, we are now going to basically darken our lines using wax crayons. I'm using a black one, he's using a blue one.
Yeah, because why not? I mean, the character's called Bluey. And the cat's walking behind me.
And it doesn't matter where you start doing your lines.
It's very concentrated now.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can ask a question. If you've watched Bluey, what is your favourite episode? I've only watched most of the first season. And I think out of that one, I like the one where they went out to buy some takeaways. It's just such a fun, wholesome show. I'm also fixing some of my lines that I've done wrong. It's actually a really good time to fix up your mistakes.
It's like these Stadler wax crayons, as we Germans say. No, we don't. They're quite thick.
Actually, what is a wax crayon in German? I always forget.
Ein Wachsmalstift.
Ah, Wachsmalstift.
Yes, because wax, of course. Mal is like to paint, and a Stift is a pen. So it's a wax paint pen. Almost done.
I forgot one glove. There.
And here's mine.
It looks good.
I'll have a little spots.
Everybody's favorite crayola. Let's see.
Were arguably like easier to handle than these ones.
Oh, absolutely. We just wanted to play on the hard mode today. So I don't think I have the exact colours that we need to do Bluey, but that's okay. Got like lots of dark blues, but not really a light blue.
Oh, what kind of color is this here?
That is a light blue. This I think is more. It's
Oh,
indigo.
okay. I think I have that red color.
Oh yeah, you got it. I got a color that's not quite right.
Why are these pens laying everywhere? It's almost like we put them here.
Let me see what else I can do. Let's go with this really wrong shade of blue for this. This is just to show that you can do fun art even if you don't have the right colors. You don't need expensive art supplies.
I mean, it's all a bit crude here, of course, because we are doing like a video, and if you are like on your own and you're in your free time, you have like more time to look at things, try out things, maybe also abandon things and like just redo them. You know, that's all cool.
The main part is as long as you're having fun. And it's also a good way to de-stress, is to also just do something like this.
Yeah, and if you draw it yourself or if you just like use a coloring book, it doesn't matter.
No.
There we go, have I forgot something? I already use.
Yeah, my colours are not exactly right, but I'm not too bothered.
This is, okay.
Here's for the snout and her inner ears that colour, or as close as we can get with what we have here.
It's like we've been looking at the, I believe it's 92 color set that Crayola has out. But it's so hard to come by here. It's like all the shops have the small ones, but they don't really seem to stack like the big ones.
Yeah.
Also, we have to say this paper is not necessarily like great for this kind of thing.
No, it's not. But we still drew Bluey and it looks good.
I mean, ideally you want something that has like a little bit of texture, something that is like slightly bumpy.
Yeah, you will get your most out of your crayons if you do that. So we only literally have one light shade of blue, so I'm pressing even lighter with it to do the light shade.
And I just wanted to ask you which one you took.
Oh, I'll give it to you in a moment.
Actually, what is in here? Let's see, since we have so many of these now. Already? No, nothing here.
There we go.
Nothing here that helps us. So, let's just take this one. Yeah, it's not the right shade, but come on, who cares?
Nah, we had fun, and that's what matters.
So, if you, I mean, this is a good point now to say something that doesn't require too much thinking on my part. If you like this kind of thing, please be sure to leave us like a like or even maybe a comment if you want us maybe to show something, how to draw something, so we can look into it, if we are able to make it happen, if we can easily explain something. We are happy to. So, and you did, what did you do? My arms are like a very long. It's like a very long armed version.
It's a squash and stretch, like they used to do in the old cartoons when they would move rapidly. Parts of their body would get longer to show rapid movement, so yours is just the squash and stretch version.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Doobity-doo. And if you hear something that's outside, someone feels the need to share their music taste with the world, it's always nice to hear. I'm being sarcastic. But yeah, if you like this, leave us a comment, tell us what you liked. If you didn't like this, tell us why. We're always happy to hear input so we can like make new things and better things. And there we are, I believe. I forgot something. Don't you hate this? You do something and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm done. And then afterwards you notice, no, I forgot something.
And there we go. I hope you liked our little how to draw Bluey and then just casually colouring with some wax crowns.
Yeah, 2 different ones, but again, that's fine. If yours comes out completely different, that's also fine.
That's fine. It's just Bluey. The most important part is having fun.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
With that, we shall say thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!